Welcome into Patriots Today by Chat Sports, and as we do every single Sunday, we got a Patriots mailbag for you. The training camp starts later this week, and it's extremely exciting. I'm excited for it, and I'm happy to see the Patriots back on the field because it's been a long month since we've seen mandatory minicamp. And as always, we got a little mailbag for you, answering all your questions. So let's get this show started. Ross Clark, shout out to you for getting your question in. Do you think if none of the tight ends work out at P3, then we should go out and trade for someone like Michael Mayer? Would you trade for someone like that? I actually don't really think we should go out for another tight end. You have Hunter Henry, who led the Patriots in receptions last year, and then you have Austin Hooper, and I always love making the joke that Austin Hooper is like not even 30 yet, and it feels like he's been in the NFL for the last 20 years. But those two are solid tight ends. The real big question is like Jaheim Bell or CJ Dippre. Are those guys going to make the roster? But you don't really, if neither of those work out, you don't need to go out and trade. Like last season, both of Hunter Henry and Austin Hooper combined for 110 receptions. You don't need to go out and get somebody like Michael Mayer, who I think is maybe on the same level as Austin Hooper, but I would rather have Hunter Henry. So I don't think we should make a move with the tight ends at all. I love Hunter Henry, and I think with a young quarterback like Drake May who loves tight ends, like every young QB loves throwing to the tight end. So as long as you have a good target like Hunter Henry, it would be perfect just to keep it, just you don't have to touch it. Everything is perfect. You got a good blocking tight end if CJ Dippre can make this team, and if not, he'll be on the practice squad. We got Dashy. Are you concerned or worried that Henderson might hold out for a better contract? It's not necessarily a better contract. It is all about guaranteed money. Travion Henderson is locked in on pretty much $11.3 million. He's locked in. He can't make any more money. It's all about that guaranteed money. Now, the guy that's been holding out, Trey Harris, he's pick number 55. Travion Henderson is pick number 38. And he's holding out for 55. Now, I don't think he's going to get that fully guaranteed contract, but he wants more than like 75%. Now, if you look at the guys that the guys that signed, so 30 out of 32 players, or second-round draft picks in the NFL, are signed. The two players that are signed are Carson Schwessinger and Jaden Higgins, and both of them are in the 30s. 30, I think 3 and 35. Travion Henderson's 38. Those both guys got fully guaranteed contracts, so Travion Henderson's going to probably want a fully guaranteed contract. I'm a little worried. I think he's holding out. By the time this video posts, we'll know if he's holding out or not, but I'm very worried because this is going to be a problem for all 30 teams. Or all 30 teams. It's not going to be just a problem for the Patriots. But once one domino falls, once one team signs, it will bounce back, and multiple teams will sign. Somebody's got to bite the bullet. And I'm looking at you, Elliot Wolf. Just do it. Please, for the love of God, just give him this contract. Give him fully guaranteed. I think he's going to be here for 4 years. But the one thing that may help a little bit, and it's a bad reason that it's going to help, is Quinshon Judkins, which the Patriots drafted the right running back, because that's why you don't give a guaranteed contract, because Judkins could go out and get arrested, and if you sign that contract, you have to give him that money, so that's kind of a risk. So I think now it's going to be even more of a standoff, but I'm a little worried. I think he might hold out. I went down and I kind of looked at the analytics. So I looked at Patriots Today, which that's our channel, and then the Raiders Report, which is one of the top channels here at Chat Sports, and they have 4,500 videos made. We have 1,000. But if you look at the sub discrepancy, 195 subs, and we have 26,714. We're on our way to 27,000. In July, we are beating Raiders Report in subscribers, which is good. But we're not on the Noti game. So if you love Patriots Today, we're on the right track. This took a long time for Raiders Report. So 5 years down the line, let's hope we get to that number. But you got to subscribe to the channel. So if you love free Patriots content, giving you news, rumors, if breaking news happens, we will be live. So go ahead, hit that sub button, and subscribe now. Let's get to 27,000 subs by the beginning of preseason. Josh Martinez. What could the Patriots acquire Trey Hendrickson from the Bengals? That is an interesting question, and I did a video on this. I think it was last month, and I don't think it's going to like require a lot, but he wants a lot of money. And are you willing to give a guy that is on the age of 30 a ton of money? Like that's the one thing I don't really know. He's great. I mean, over 15 sacks in the last 2 seasons. He would just elevate this defense immediately. But do you want to give him like $30 million? That's not something I'm willing to do. And if you want to trade away, you're probably going to have to give a second-round pick. You're going to have to give a third-round pick. And I think the Patriots are about 2 to 3 years away. Is Trey Hendrickson still going to be that type of player at age 33, at age 34, when I really think the Patriots could be contenders to be in the playoffs, make a deep run? That's what I'm looking at right now, is what's the future of the Patriots? 2 to 3, maybe 2 years away. Is Hendrickson going to be that type of player 2 years down the road? So I think they could acquire him with the cap space with $60 million, but I don't think I'd give him the money that he wants. We got Alper's number one fan. Oh, welcome back, Alper's number one fan. I thought that was me. I'm my own number one fan. What does Sauce Gardner's contract mean for Christian Gonzalez? Oh, man. Well, it just means one thing, and that Christian Gonzalez is going to get paid. You saw this tweet from Tom Pelissero on July 15th that the Jets and Sauce Gardner have agreed to terms on a massive 4-year, $120 million extension, making him the highest paid quarterback at $30 million. $30 million at the highest paid cornerback. I'll make note. Christian Gonzalez is eligible for an extension after this season. You cannot sign him right now. After this year, that's when he can get his contract. And when you look at the stats, look at those stats, guys. Look at those statistics. Christian Gonzalez, better than Sauce Gardner. Better PFF grade, better coverage grade. Christian Gonzalez is looking a lot better. I would take Christian Gonzalez over Sauce Gardner right now. I think he's going to, it was a breakout year for Gonzo in 2024. 2023 rookie year, he was locking down in his first ever game A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. And going into this year, I think he's just going to become one of the best cornerbacks in football, top 3 in my opinion. So if he has a breakout year, he's already had a breakout year, all-pro in his second year. So my projection, this is my own projection, with the salary cap going up throughout the years, and the market just keeps increasing. If Sauce Gardner got $30 million a year from now, Christian Gonzalez is going to want more. He's going to want to pay the highest cornerback ever. I think he's going to want a 4-year, $140 million deal. If he's producing like he has been, and he shows that he's like Pat Surtain, Derek Stingley level, he's going to want to get that type of money. And if Sauce Gardner, who's not as good of a quarterback as Christian Gonzalez is at $130 million, I think he's going to get around $5 more million per year than Sauce Gardner. Would you guys give Gonzo a 4-year, $140 million contract? You can't do it right now. You can do it next season. So if he performs, he's going to get that type of money. Type S for sign or type P for pass. We got Michelle. Will CJ Dippre make tight end 2? It's hard to say. We really haven't seen much of CJ Dippre throughout the offseason. We saw him at rookie minicamp, and he is an absolute behemoth. I remember looking at pictures of him, and it reminded me a couple years ago of just how big Martellus Bennett was for this team. But you have your 2 tight ends in Hunter Henry and Austin Hooper. It's down to that third one. So that's one position battle that you really have to look at, is between Jaheim Bell and CJ Dippre. Do they want to go on with Jaheim Bell? And coming from Alabama, CJ Dippre has played in that SEC type football, which I think is really it's basically almost the NFL. It's SEC type football. It just means more. Can you tell I went to an SEC school? Yeah. But I really think that CJ Dippre is going to at least make the practice squad. I think that's one big one that I think is going to happen. Double S. Which wide receivers won't make the cut before the season starts? And I've talked about this so many times. Stephon Diggs. I don't think Kendrick Bourne is going to. He's on the cut. I think he's probably going to get cut or traded. I got Kyle Williams. Yeah, thank you, producer Jack. It's hard to go on the fly. Kyle Williams, Demario Douglas, and Matt Collins. But I do think, like, if the Patriots made a trade, which is they're still in the running for making a trade. Like, they tried to get Rashad Bateman from the Ravens, and that just didn't happen. He signed the extension. If they did sign one, Matt Collins on the bubble, guys. But fighting to make the roster, you have Kayshon Boutte, Kendrick Bourne, Efton Chism. These two guys right here, those are your really, really big bubble spots. Efton Chism, man, just go off. If he looks 75% of what we saw in minicamp and OTAs and rookie minicamp, he's going to make this roster, no doubt about it. He's gotten Drake May's trust. The one thing I just didn't like is how Efton Chism wasn't a part of those workouts that they had with Drake May and everybody else in North Carolina. Like, Kendrick Bourne was there, Jalen Polk was there, Hunter Henry was there, Stephon Diggs was there. Like, they were all getting together, which I love to see, but I didn't see Trayvon Henderson or Efton Chism there. Like, what are we doing, guys? Come on, go hang out with your quarterback. All right, we'll get to a couple more questions, but before we do, I got this insane deal for you guys. A Patriots hoodie, $23.99. This hoodie is 65% off. When do you find a New England Patriots hoodie that's 65% off? You go to chatsports.com/Pats hoodie. Get yours today. I know it's July. I know it's still hot outside, but this right here is from 2019. I'm still wearing it today, so if you buy it now on sale, you can wear this when it gets cold. You can wear it inside. Go rep the Patriots wherever you're at. Go to chatsports.com/Pats hoodie and get this one today. AJ Talvo. Oh, man. Will Efton Chism make the team and maybe even see the field this season? If he makes the team, I guarantee that he is going to be on this roster. So the one thing that I'll look to throughout the entire year is that people always talk about, well, they have Pop Douglas. They have these slot receivers. Well, if we go back to earlier years with the Patriots when they had two slot wide receivers like Julian Edelman. Julian Edelman was playing while Wes Welker was on the team. Danny Amendola while Julian Edelman. Those two were on the field at the same time. I think Efton Chism will also have a kind of presence on the field in maybe special teams. Maybe he'll be a punt returner. I know Marcus Jones is probably going to be a kick returner. So I really think if Efton Chism shows out in training camp with this talent, and if when he puts the pads on, if he's still speedy, I would definitely go for and have him make the team. And if he makes the team, he'll get playing time this season. Should we sign and bring back Jack Jones? Can we just go with a no? How long has it been since Jack Jones was on the team? Has it been like a couple years now? I know, like, he was okay cornerback, but when you have Marcus Jones, who is kind of like just that dual threat type of guy, he can play offense and defense. Like, Jack Jones had like I talked about just now with Efton Chism. Jack Jones played special teams. Like, he just wasn't really that type of dude to really elevate. It kind of reminds me of, like, I guess they have the same last name, Cyrus Jones. Like, I would not bring back Jack Jones in a heartbeat. Like, you have your cornerbacks. I like the three. You have Christian Gonzalez. You have Carlton Davis. You have Marcus Jones. Like, I'm good. Like, there's one thing. If I was going to bring back anybody, it would be Stephon Gilmore to teach Christian Gonzalez to get better and just be one of the top cornerbacks in football. Lord Doggo, what's your prediction for yards for Matt Collins and Kyle Williams? I think Williams is going to be a fantasy football gold mine. Okay. If I to predict Matt Collins, he didn't really have the best year, and you had Josh Allen as your quarterback. And the one thing that I look at is you need a deep threat. Matt Collins is your deep threat. I think Drake May with the offensive line is going to have more time to throw, so Matt Collins is going to get more targets. For Kyle Williams, if Stephon Diggs is not ready week 1, he is going to have at least, I think, 700 yards. Kyle Williams, you got to get chemistry with your quarterback as a rookie. As a rookie, I don't think he's going to break out. Maybe about probably 55 catches for 600, 700 yards. Don't expect him to get 1,000 just yet. I think next year, getting into that NFL-type system, having that experience behind him. For Matt Collins, I'll probably say about 400, 500, but it all depends. If Stephon Diggs is not healthy week 1, you are going to see completely different. Now, I will say I think Pop Douglas will maybe get 1,000 yards. I think he is going to be a threat out of the slot with those dink and dunk passes from Josh McDaniels type offense. Peyton's forehead, my most hated quarterback of all time, back again for the second straight week. What players are you looking forward to most and keeping an eye on for training camp? Well, with the edge rushers, there's one guy with position. Like, I'm looking at position battles going into training camp. So obviously quarterback, you have Drake May, but I'm looking at wide receivers and I'm looking at edge rushers. And Anthony Jennings, he just doesn't fit that mold for not a Josh McDaniel, a Mike Vrabel type defense. Mike Vrabel likes your getting to the quarterback, likes your hard nose. I'm going to speed off the edge. And with Jennings, he's just not your pass rushing type edge rusher. He's your run guy. And when you get Harold Landry and Clavin Chason out of free agency and you still have Keon White, you draft Braden Swinson, there's just not really a spot for Jennings on this roster. Like, if you look at his statistics as an edge rusher, I know with a Mike Vrabel type defense, you want to get to the quarterback. Like, that's why you brought over Harold Landry in the first place, because he was with Mike Vrabel in Tennessee and has those 9, 10-plus sacks. With Jennings, he doesn't get to the cornerback. Good run defender, but I know Mike Vrabel wants to get guys to the outside to be able to hit the quarterback, and Anthony Jennings just might be on the chopping block because he doesn't fit that type of defense. So I'm really looking forward to see what he's going to do, because he knows his job could be on the line and he could be a potential cut candidate. Now, the other guy, we've talked about him so many times. Efton Chism. Yeah, I'm looking forward to watching him the most out of everybody on this entire team, because I'm always looking forward to the speedy guy, and he was the highlight of OTAs and minicamp. I mean, for Mike Reese, like, Drake May talked about it in OTAs, and he said he had like 50 catches. He's getting his trust from that. If you saw him while he was on special teams, he made a play on special teams with one of the reps, and Stephon Diggs came up to him and just gave him a pat on his helmet. Like, they like him, and if he shows out, it's going to be really, really good, and he's going to make this roster. And heard it in the earlier questions. I think he's going to get some playing time, a lot of playing time, actually. If he has one good game, you're going to see him getting a lot more work coming out of the slot, and maybe 20 catches would be a pretty good stat line for him in 2025. What's your confidence level on Efton Chism making the roster? Go down right now. Scale from 1 to 10. If you think he's going to make the roster, give me a 10. If you don't, if you think, well, he's probably going to be a cut candidate. If he doesn't make the roster, guaranteed on the practice squad. 110% going to be on this practice squad. But if you don't believe it, go give me a 1 down in the comments section. That's going to do it for today's episode of Patriots Today by Chat Sports. Love all of your questions, as always. So if you like the content and you made it to the end of the video, go ahead, hit that big red sub button. And as always, let's go Pats.